Come on. There is a wicked view up there. Although, it's nothing compared to this view.
Why are you looking at me? Oh, I get it. I'm the view. Duh.
Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. That was a horrible intro, but it's fine. As my title today, we're talking about what is the Waverly Place. If you do not know what this show's about, well, before we get to the plot, I gotta tell you guys a little bit of story about the show. Me and the show have a little bit of history, I can say. So back when the show came out, I was alive. Of course I was alive, that's how I know about it. Anyway, everybody kept talking about it. Everybody was talking about some, oh my god, Selena Gomez, Jake T. Austin, oh my god, this show's so great, da 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 da. And when I over there watching Waverly Place, I was over here watching Jesse, Ant Farm, Shake It Up, Lab Rats, all the true goodies. So I was more of a Jesse, Ant Farm, Shake It Up kind of person. And yeah, everybody kept talking about it. I'm just like, no. And also with that in mind, most parents, especially black parents, they really don't want their kid watching stuff that has witchcraft in it, just because of how they are and like that. But now I'm a little older, so I guess my mom trusts me a little bit more, which I greatly appreciate. So yeah, so it's good to be a little bit older. I have a responsibility. I love how I'm supposed to my life to you guys. Anyway, the point is, the show is about of a family, a Hispanic family to be exact, named the Russos. Were obviously wizards, except the mother and the dad, because the dad, Jerry Russo, was a former wizard, but he won the wizard competition, but he gave all his powers to his brother Kelbo. I think it's Kelbo, but maybe it's Kelbo. Anyway, he gave his powers to his brother. And the mother, she was a human the whole time. She was never a wizard. So anyway, so yeah, and then you have Justin Russo, who is like the studious, preppy kid in the group or the family. You have Max, which is one of the characters I relate to because considering how clumsy he is, and sometimes I'm very clumsy. So I love Max, and then you have the main then you have the main character, Alex Russo, who is, like I said, the main character. She's just, you know, a girl living her life as a wizard and doing things as relationships, friendships, and family issues. And you have her best friend, Harper Finkel, who is a little ball of sunshine, or basically the human version of Piggy Pie from My Little Pony, which I love. So anyway, now we have the plot out the way. A little disclaimer. The following points in this video are my opinion. Strictly my opinion. If you're not gonna have to say, that's totally fine. You don't have to like it. That's whatever. It's just my opinions. So now we have the disclaimer and plot, and I will intro out the way. Let's get into the actual first point of the video. The first thing I have to talk about is Alex and Dean's relationship. Now, Dean was Alex's main interest or like crush in season one. From what we did see, because he really wasn't like an important character in the show, he was just a slob. He was a slob. He didn't know how to treat women, so he's kind of misogynist. Slob misogynist. That's pretty what he was. I mean, if you had to explain Dean, you say a slob and a misogynist. That's pretty much it. I mean, he didn't. He's bland. He's plain Jane. There's nothing to the man. Anyways, oh sorry, you need to meet my Discord thing because they go over there. Anyways, yeah. You really nothing to say about Dean. Dean was just there to be there, like I said, and he was just there. And then you have Alex, like I said, the main character, who was kind of like the irresponsible teen in the group. And yeah, she was totally irresponsible, which is made her funny. But in season one, Alex like had a huge crush on Dean, and also Dean was also considered like the quote unquote bad boy in the show. He was a bad boy, but apparently they basically. But then again, it was a Disney show. What do you expect? Disney thinks bad boys are people who look good, and that's just it. So yeah. So Alex Creech crush on him mainly because she was kind of like the bad girl of the show, and he was kind of like the bad boy of the show. Season one at least. And so she liked him. She got him. And they dated. It went a couple days, and then after the episode they got together, season one, he just vanished. Dean was just gone. He was probably in 2 or 3 more episodes, and he was just gone for the rest of the season. And he came back in season 2, episode 28, which is the episode they break up. So here's my thing: if you're going to have a love interest in the show, why not showcase love problems, relationship problems, or something like that in the mix, or like maybe an episode where there was like their date night and like something wizard, like something happened where she had to keep canceling on him. So like, why you wasted a whole relationship? Because it was just, you know, she has a crush on him, he has a crush on her, they get together, and then he just vanishes, and then they break up. It wasn't good what it was supposed to give. I wasn't here for it. But yeah, they just broke up. I was just like, what? You did this for what? What was your purpose? What do you gain from doing this? It was to give what it was supposed to give, like I said. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about the relationship. That's one of the main things I have. One of the main problems I have in season one. Just like that whole relationship thing was just like horrible, and I just didn't get it. It was just stupid to me. But now we have that out of the way, we now can talk about Harper Finkel, aka Alex Russo's best friend, how she plays into the typical Nick slash Disney slash sitcom best friend trope. Now, as you guys know, when it comes to Disney or Nickelodeon shows, there's always the pervy kid, there's always the obsessed crush kid, and there's always the kid who is just known for being the best friend, and only known for that, being the best friend. You have Tucker from Danny Phantom, who's always known as pervy kid. You have Justin Russo, who's known as the pervy kid, and then you have Harper Finkel, who's known as the best friend and also the obsessed crush kid. And mostly they do that with people of color. Now, I'm not saying that Harper deserved it because she was white, because I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, it was good to see a black person not being harmed. Where was that one episode where they was just leprechaun shop and the black guy was held up? That was racist. I wasn't here for it. But besides that, it was okay. And so Harper, I like her. Like I said, she's kind of like the human version of Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. And I love My Little Pony. My Little Pony is really great. Y'all should really go watch it. And she's very comedic, very energetic, and just balls jumped out in her pocket. Um, there were a couple things I liked about her, and there's a couple things I did not like about her. The things I did not like about her was just about how obsessed she was with Justin. It was like at a point, early season one, it was it was like, okay, she says you crush on Justin, yeah, whatever. But then it got to the point where it was starting to give very much stalker, very much. It wasn't good what it was supposed to give. I was not here for it. I was just wasn't here for it. It wasn't. It wasn't okay. I was just like, why does this happen in every Disney show? How about in every Disney show, there's always that one kid who was obsessed with the kid, and it happened in this show with Harper. And so, I mean, this is very rare, but usually Disney just keeps the obsessed crush as a personality. But with this show, they actually gave Harper a storyline. I was shocked. I was shook. I was in. I was shocked. I was in tears almost.
Oh, they showed me around. Ooh. Let me see. I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost. And it has a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator. Girl, please put your shoes on. Let's go find you a home.
This never happens, ever. And it happened in this show. And so, in season 3, there's this whole episode where basically Harper's parents are moving to Pittsburgh. And so, I guess this show was not relatable with black kids, because I know dog my mama, even though my mama was moving, I don't care if my mom was moving to freaking Texas, she would never live with my best friend. She just wouldn't. I know she wouldn't. Black or not, she just wouldn't do it. So like I said, there's an episode where Harper's parents moved to Pittsburgh for her dad's new job. But Harper was like, I want to stay in New York. And so she asked Alex to live with her. And, her parents said yes. We probably wouldn't have it in my family. Probably wouldn't. But, it's a show. It's supposed to be unrealistic. So, they gave her that storyline. And, I mean, I guess they gave her a relationship because also early season 2, I mean, they did kind of drift away from the, obsessed with Justin crush storyline, and they made her realize that, hey, even though I may not get him as a romantic way or like in a boyfriend way, we always will have this special friendship. And she had to move on, and then she moves on with Zeke. Granted, it's Justin's best friend, but hey, she got somebody, okay? So yeah. Also, this does that thing where if the best friend gets a relationship, she's boyfriend and girlfriend. He or she is best friend with his boyfriend and girlfriend to the sibling best friend. It's repetitive. If you didn't get what I was saying that Disney Plus has this thing where basically, if like the best friend finds love interest, it's either the sibling's best friend. Well, yeah, Disney has this thing where basically, if they even introduce a storyline or like a love interest for the main character's best friend, they give her the sibling's best friend. Happens a lot, but my audio kind of been like a little bit down because I'm playing on my phone, so my phone kind of acts weird sometimes. But yeah, that's what I said. About Harper in my hand. I love Harper. I feel like I relate to her in a way because she's so energetic and just because of how funny she is. And yeah, sometimes I think I'm funny. This sounds so cringy, but sometimes I think I'm funny. So yeah, I love Harper and I love Max. I love everybody in the show. So yeah, we have that the way. Let's get to the next point of the video. Now, people who watch the show would know that every wizard, at least in this show, every wizard is in a competition. Like you're not just there to be a wizard. You're there to enter. You be in a competition. And with this competition, if you win, you are known as the best wizard of all time, and you keep your powers forever. If you lose this competition, you don't have bragging rights, and you just get your powers sucked away from you. And here's the problem with that: why am my powers getting sucked? If I was born to be a wizard, why you take that away from me? Why you take my natural born right? It's like it's not clicking. It's not clicking. It's not doing what it's supposed to give. Why you what doesn't make sense? It's what? So yeah, basically, if you lose, you got to get your powers taken away. Stupid to me, and it causes nothing, in my opinion, just you know bragging rights, and teach you how to be a spoiled rat, and even cause family division slash family issues, which we saw in the season 2 finale, season 2 episode 30, called Retest, in the show, where basically they have to retake their wizard test, and they need their sister Megan, who was kept safe from the kids because Megan did not win the wizard competition, and she was upset that I was calling the boy Kelvin. Jerry gave Kelbo his house to her, which I can't understand. So she moved to Paris and she's living art. So she's met her, and I was just like, this is what the competition does. Does nothing but create family division. Like, if first of all, if I was born with be wizard, why you take it away from me? Number two, why would you want me to be away from my family? The freak. It's not good what it's supposed to give. I wasn't here for it. But I'm speaking obviously about this part was really short just because, I just had to get that little bit out there, but it's really short. But now that we have that out the way, we can talk about the next thing that I'm just kinda iffy about, and that's Justin Russo in his season 3 storyline. So we'll get into it a little bit. Um Early season 3, Justin is gets news that he has achieved his basic wizard studies and that he's no longer a basic wizard and he has quote unquote graduated, or in the real world he left high school and now he's going to college, and he has to pick a subject on the real world case, a major, and in his case he decides to pick monster hunting. Now my thing is, out of all these you, but why did you pick monster hunting? Why? And I guess the reason I was here for this is because mostly in the show, we never really dealt with monsters. It was just mostly Alex screwing up and Justin fixing it. And they really didn't give us enough monsters to the point where Justin could have a career in monster hunting. And I mean, I guess we did have the vampire season 2. Then again, that was late season 2. You could at least, if you're going to foreshadow monsters, like monster hunting, you should put it in like the beginning of season 2. Because as you guys know, Juliet and her family were vampires, and they ran the rivalry substation, the late night bite, and Justin dated Juliet, and yeah. So really, that was really the only monsters that we really got in the show for season 2. So just like there was really no point in doing the whole storyline because you didn't listen to monsters to make sure that was monster hunting. Like I said, it was just about Alex screwing up and Justin fixing it. I really didn't like that storyline, but as the season 3 progresses, okay, because listen, this video is based off season 1 through early season 3. My second part of this video is going to be season 3 and season 4. So yeah, we're talking about season 1 through early season 3 strictly in this video. So yeah, where I'm at right now, they're trying to throw in or trying to like give the monster vibe. I'm just like, you could have gave us that in season 1, where you wouldn't have to work so hard. I'm just saying, but yeah, they really give some monsters to give us a whole monster hunting storyline, in my opinion. That's really all I have to say about that. Now for our last and final topic, we have, last but definitely not least, Miss Alex Russo. Now with Alex, who's also played by the amazing Selena Gomez, I have a issue with Selena Gomez. With Selena Gomez, I was not really a big fan of her because I really didn't like her music, and I thought, again, she was overhyped for no reason. But then, again, I was a little bit young, and no better. So yeah, after watching this show, a couple of interviews, and listen to a couple songs like "Leave You Love Me" and "Can't Keep My Hands to Myself," which are amazing songs, by the way. You guys should really go stream them. I realized that I am officially a Selena Gomez fan. So with that, Alex Russo is a very, like I said, very immature person, very selfish person, and even one of my mutual Discord mutuals, I'm not saying mutuals, and favorite YouTubers, Ariana Hook made a video talking about Alex strictly. You guys, I really advise y'all to watch it. That's why I'm only talking about the one point I have in this video about Alex, because really she tagged all the really bad points about Alex. So like I said, go support her. But like I said, there's also bad with Alex. The good thing was she was funny, and she was self-centered most of the time, but sometimes she was a little bit less selfish. Like season 2 episode 9, called Taxi Dance. What episode 9? Yeah, season 2 episode 9, called Taxi Dance. We got to see Alex be good for once, because she was, in this episode, we realized that the cab that Alex was born in is getting, retired. And family was upset about that. So Alex was like, okay, for my family, I'll just re-bunk the car. And obviously did not end up well. But she had a good intention. I feel like this is one of the first episodes, or a few episodes, we actually see Alex be a good person or an actual decent human being. So yeah, now we have the good, but we gotta talk about the bad. The bad part of Alex and Justin is, or mainly in with season 2, episode 22, called My Tutor. So in this episode, Max realizes he's not really doing good in the with the competition, so he starts to be a little bit more serious, like Justin, and gets a tutor. And with that tutor, her name is Tutor. Disney so cringy sometimes, but anyways, Tutor is a very pretty girl, and she's just very beautiful. And with that, and with just being the perv he liked her. He was like, "I want you to be my girlfriend." So yeah, he wanted her to be his girlfriend. And with Alex, because she had Harper, she wanted a best friend who knew more than Harper did in the wizard world. Because with Harper knowing that she was a wizard, she couldn't really experience more because she wasn't a wizard. Whereas Tudor, she had a little bit more idea, even though she wasn't a wizard. She knew about most wizardly things, in my opinion. Well, really, in my opinion, because it was really true. So yeah, And with that, the rule with a tutor is, or a wizard is, after your job is done, you can't have like a personal relationship. So Alex and Justin were so mostly attached, they decided to trick Max and give him bad spells and make him feel like a person so they can hang out with him for a personal gain. My thing is, you would give your brother, or you would manipulate your brother like that just for a girl who didn't even want you at the end of the day. So yeah, that's stupid to me because karma gave you your medicine and you deserve that. Listen, hear it. But that's really all I have for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you. Oh, don't forget to follow me on Tumblr and Instagram, which links in the description. Support my new web series called Kim and Ron, coming very soon. Not very soon, but coming late 2021, maybe early 2022. We have our Buy Me a Coffee in the description, and yeah. Have a good night. Hope you have fun on the kingdom tonight. Bye.
Let me tell you how I feel. How you feeling? Need your loving, girl, give it to me. Never met a girl like you. And I know you like the crazy things I do.